Alright, so boom, Wagwan brother, welcome back to another installment of Edutainment, the place where you are laughing, being entertained, but most importantly, where you are learning something that you can apply to your own personal life and make it better. I got the homie Ismael in the cut.
Yep.
Alright, so obviously you talk about addiction on this channel, but also my goal is to improve your financial literacy. And one of the things that comes up when you talk about improving your finances is relationships, money, romance, money, friends. It all ties in together. But yeah, so essentially the title is, why do women run when men have financial problems? Do you have a little snippet real quick before we get into the video?
Okay, let's go. Matter of fact, actually, I think Justin told me the question now. We did not prepare anything, right?
Yeah.
What's the question again?
Why do women run when men have financial problems?
First of all, I think that why do people run when you're poor? That's another thing, because I don't want to make it like it is only women running when you got problems. Matter of fact, people only true people actually stay with you when you broke, man. That's the truth. But since this is your question, I would say it will be. I think it will be more related to actually security, because money is security, because money pays the rent, everything. So people don't want to stay with someone that will be unstable
long term. It's one thing just to smash, but relationship, that's where the money really comes into play.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. This is called methodological individualism. The truth is that people work for their own interest. People work methodically to only preserve their own interest. So even those that you think are actually your blood brothers or anything like that, if they ever feel that you're actually their interest is actually on the line,
or your liability,
then they're gonna run away from you. That's the truth. That's why a lot of time you're gonna see people say, "Oh, I thought that this was my people. I thought this was my woman and she did this." No, the truth is that if people ultimately gotta choose between you and themselves, they're gonna choose themselves. You know what I'm saying?
So let's get into it. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Hey, we kicked off this two-day event by revealing what goes on inside a man's mind. But trust and believe, ladies, men are just as lost, probably more so, when it comes to what you really think. So this is your chance to give your candid answers to these guys and their most crucial, critical questions that they have. It's time for what women really think, the event. Yeah. All right, now we got Carrie and Kim standing by with guys ready to field some of these questions here. Kim, who's got the first question?
Aaron, stand up, Aaron. What's your question?
Back in the day when I was in relationships with a couple of girls, not all at the same time, but it was more or less, she was so concerned about where I was. So I would get a phone call and she'd say, "Hey, where are you?" And I'd be like, "I'm just hanging out with my friends doing whatever we're doing, pretty much nothing." So her question to me is always, "Oh, well, would you mind maybe send me like a Snapchat or, anything to let me know exactly what you're doing at this moment?" So my question is, why is it so dang important for women to know exactly what we're doing every second of the day?
Well, this is what we did, fellas. We surveyed this lovely group of women behind me, and we asked, is it because A, women like details, is how we're built, B, we don't trust you, or is it C, to make sure we approve of what you're doing? A whopping 71% of women said C, they want to make sure they approve of what you're doing. Where's Memory? All right, so Memory, you answered that way. Why?
I did. I've had many long-term relationships, and let's just say many of my exes have not made the right decisions while I wasn't around. I know. One of my exes went out of town without me knowing. He couldn't get to work on Monday. He almost lost his job. Another time, he went and bought an unauthorized toy, a $10,000 motorcycle. So needless to say, I needed to keep tabs on him because he was bound to do something ridiculous without my approval.
Why is it making it seem like men are the ones that do the stupid things?
You see, that's another thing. When it comes to PR, no matter who you are as a man, you're gonna lose. Because Have you ever? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
So basically, the point is that how many times have you seen a woman say something happened, I fucked up, and acknowledge that I fucked up? It is entirely my fault.
Barely.
No.
It's always...
Give me an example. No, give me an example of when you can remember something happened in the relationship and she said it was entirely my fault, and did not put the blame on the other person, and never try to make herself look good and the other one bad. You see, that's the thing. You see, and even those questions, and even the questions that are asked,
yeah,
it is not the one that is the most accurate. They're all true. It is basically, it is. You know what? Look at it that way. You only develop qualities that you need to survive. They cannot beat you up physically, right?
No.
So they have to use tactics.
Mental, emotional manipulation.
So that's why, for example, just take an example. My cousin wouldn't have to use bullshit words to trick you. He's gonna just fuck you up, right?
Yeah.
That's it. But someone who doesn't have that type of punching power will use what? Tactics. Look at Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
You see, he's not the puncher. You see, but he's gonna counter attack you. So I'm not saying it is right or wrong. Everybody using their strategies. We are living in a world where now strategies that are actually typically men, which are basically confrontation, physical power,
it's frowned upon,
are prohibited. So what is now allowed is self-control, not keeping stuff for yourself, working once again, low key, and just stabbing the back. So it is a thing. You see, and the thing that she talked about this ex, believe me, that means that, okay, she's gonna say the same thing about the next ex. You see, you know what? I want you to do this survey. Anytime a girl is in love with a guy, record what she's saying, and also record, when she describes her ex. Basically the one she currently loves, the only quality she's gonna attribute to that person are the same bad thing she's gonna and the same thing she say about that ex is gonna be the same thing she will say about the next one. It is always like that. So you're never gonna win, actually the PR.
Got a question?
I do. Let's find Dan. Where's Dan? Dan, you have a question for us?
I do. So this is based on experience of mine as well. I was married a few years back, and everything's going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before. And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of pushed away from the relationship and ended up in a divorce. She left. I took it very seriously as far as getting through the good times and the bad, and obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
Okay, we asked the ladies this question. Why do women lose interest when a man struggles financially? Is it A, man is supposed to provide? Is it B, because you start to lash out at us? Or is it C, the man becomes a loser?
I think they're gonna say B. They're gonna say B.
Well, more than half of the women said it's B because you lash out at them. You see, basically, and you can tell that, they didn't know none of this question before we spoke. And what I just previously, what did I previously say? You're never gonna win the PR
battle.
The fucking truth is like everybody knows is A. The man is supposed to be the provider.
See, this is why you can't It's one thing to smash. You don't need money necessarily to smash the girl if you want to. Money comes into play more so long term in terms of a relationship type of thing. But if you have a crib, somewhere to take her to, you can smash, right?
You say no, and and the three questions are what? Number one is start lashing out. Number two is start. No. Number A is supposed to be a provider. Number B is gonna lash out, and the three is a loser. So guess what? Among those three answers, which one make them look the best?
The B one, because there's no fault on their own.
You see? But like I said, always if an answer is like that, always reverse it. So this is the least plausible, The second least plausible is basically is a loser. The first one is supposed to be a provider, because the truth is that, let me tell you this thing. The day I find this out, it hurts me. Let's use nature, and then we go to civilization, because you are civilized when you can control your basically
human nature.
Actually, all your animal instinct. You see, the truth is that naturally, like in terms of like nature stuff, women have unconditional love only for the kids. You as a man, you are just here to make them live. That's why, and that's the rationale behind the child support thing. Because the child support, most of the guys, feel that they've been robbed. No, because they never understood their mission. Because we as a man, we know that how messed up is this world. Sometimes we would like to convince ourselves that actually our woman is gonna be there for us no matter what.
This is why mom doesn't fucking love you.
But the truth is that it can happen, and when it happens, those are the best of them. But the truth is that once again, people ultimately gonna choose, because to them their priority are the kids. So if your situation start getting bad, guess what? You're gonna try to preserve everything. It is like basically, guess what? Okay, your company is going bankrupt. What you're gonna try to do? You're gonna try to actually save the money, as much as you can. And and you will try to get rid of what? The toxic, actually the toxic bonds. It is basically you invested something like at the stock market, you will try to get rid of the junk bonds, all this toxic investment, and only keep the most secure ones. You see, and really believe me, women love, unconditional love only goes to the kids. The man is just a provider, and it can be what? It can be replaced, and not the kids.
So what I would say, just in general, for all the fellas out there, is make a woman earn the relationship, because that's what they always want. You want sex, they usually want the security, the benefits that come with a relationship. Make a woman earn.
You're gonna get into trouble with
hey, this is the truth. Make a woman earn the relationship status, right? 6 months to a year of getting to know her, getting to know whether or not she's crazy, whether or not like her good and her bad side. You especially want to get past the whole honeymoon phase, where it's all like lovey-dovey and you only see the good parts of that person, right? So 6 months to a year, let it just to get to know each other on a deeper level beyond.
You cannot get to know someone in 6 months. Believe me. Let me tell you something. You can spend 10 years with someone. Oh, if you see the shit that happened to what's this guy? LeVar Ball, right?
Yeah.
The guy who been in his life for like 12 years. Even his son saying that he was like a second father to him. And you know what happened, right?
Yeah.
They find out. You never know people. Let me tell you something. You never know people. Just hope.
Yeah.
This person. The key to what is not a month. You can get married to someone after knowing that person for a month, and that person can be the person of your life. But the thing you should hope to get into someone is a person who has ethic. No matter who if someone who has ethic will always control herself from doing some harmful stuff to you.
Okay.
So basically, someone who has ethics can have bad negative instinct against you, but the person will always actually control herself from doing something bad to you. Someone who doesn't have ethics will not have mercy for you. You see?
Alright, man. So that's the tea. The homie dropped his insight. I'm gonna leave his Facebook, because that's the only thing he has in the description. If you wanna holler at him, get some more insights.
Oh, I only want girls to holler at me.
But yo, God bless. Much love, peace, and joy. Namaste. Always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. And too much of any good thing is good for nothing. Deuces.
We leaving for the corners. I'm still fighting with myself. I feel drained. Staring in the mirror, all I see is pain. Lost after loss, I'm just waiting for a game.